My name is Chris Link, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about my favorite Charlotte Tilbury products that I actually own. Now, I purchased them. I learned about Charlotte Tilbury on Amazon, on Facebook, on YouTube, and decided to try a few of the products and have fallen in love with her entire line. So I'm going to try to do my whole face today with most of her products. I've got almost enough to do everything with just Charlotte Tilbury. So we're going to see what we get, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to get the hair out of the way with my favorite Amazon clips. Favorite Amazon clips. Okay. I'm going to turn that light up just a little bit. I'm using my Simple Human makeup mirror, which I'll tell you a little bit about. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that or share a little bit about it with you one day. The first thing I'm going to start with is going to be my Hollywood Flawless filter. See if you can see that, kind of. This is a color 4 medium, and sometimes I use it as my full primer. Sometimes I use it just to highlight with. Today I do think I'm going to use full primer. Come back in with my blending sponge. And this will give me no coverage, but it will give me an illuminated effect underneath my foundation. That I hope will be pretty for our days at home in isolation. Okay, the next I'm going to use, I don't believe I picked the correct color, is 7 Neutral in the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And y'all, I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to get that light off of there. Try to lower it a little bit more. So I'm going to take, that's great, take a pump or two, just a little bit of that foundation. And as you can see, not necessarily the right color, but I'm going to work with it. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better in the future. And I will blot that in. When I say in the future, I'm really talking about the fact that summer is coming, and even though we will use sunscreen like crazy, sometimes there's just no way to keep all of the sun off of your face. I have a lot of indentions right in here. My inner corner of my eye is very deep, and it's hard sometimes to get in there. But you can see it's a really pretty, foundation. And covers nicely. I do go ahead and do my lips, since I am going to be using some of her products on lips today, and so it kind of gives me a base. Okay, so we have that first. I will go ahead and do my eyelids and use this as my eyelid primer as well, as I'm trying to not use anything other than Charlotte Tilbury products. Okay, what I have picked up recently that I really fell in love with are these Eyes to Mesmerize little pots. And I did pick up 4 of them. I have the Rose Gold, the Star Gold, I have the Mona Lisa, and I have the Marie Antoinette. And I believe today what I'm going to use is the Marie Antoinette, which is kind of a taupey color, to do on my lid. It can kind of work as an eyeshadow primer as well. So I do love it. And just a little bit goes a long way. Such a beautiful shimmer. Doesn't really provide, it doesn't have any glitter, but it does have some shimmer in it. So if I'm kind of trying to do a little bit of a smoky eye, it would be pretty. I'll show you kind of what it looks like in the pot. There you go. And I go on up into my crease. Okay. Like I said, I do have 4 of those colors, and I am going to be getting Jean is my next one that I'd love to purchase, because I use the golds when I'm singing, and this other is just kind of a day look or date night type thing. Okay, I did also purchase the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette, and y'all have all seen this because it comes with the Day, Desk, Date, and Dream. Day, Date, Desk, and Dream. I haven't even touched, I don't do it like that. Haven't even touched the Dream colors at all. I have done a little bit with Date because of the darker, but mostly I've used these 2 so far. So what I'm going to decide to do is, what am I going to put in my crease? And when I look at it, I don't really like anything for it, but I did say I was going to use all of these products. So I'm going to take a very small brush, and I'm going to go into the last shade on Desk and put it in my crease and see what we get. And we blend up into the brow bone. Kind of pretty, kind of pretty. I think that actually works. I will go just very, very lightly into, take this very, very lighter shade here and just pop it right up underneath my brow bone. Right up underneath the brow bone. Okay. Right there. Just to pop it a little bit. And then we come back in and we blend. Blend, blend, blend. So that we don't have any harsh lines whatsoever. Okay. There we go. That's pretty good on that. I do like this palette. Sometimes I just use that palette by itself and use the Day. The Desk colors are a little bit dark for me during the winter, so maybe during the summer I'll use those a little bit more. Now, my tried and true, y'all know I love it, this Magic Vanish Under Eye Concealer. I do use the shade One Fair. May go to medium for the middle of the summer, but I'm not 100% sure. I just use my finger to pat that in to start. It covers my under eye circles so well, and I do love it. Okay, I will take that and I will come back in and just blend with the same sponge that I just used for my foundation. And then if I want a little bit of extra coverage, I forgot that I have this. I did purchase the Magic Away Liquid Concealer, and I come on top of it. I do a little click click. It's a little bit messy in there, but it's not too bad. And I will click just a little bit of brightness there. So I do a little bit of her Magic Away. I have a little more of her products than I thought I did. I do love that. I don't use that product every day. Usually that product is just if I need a little more brightening underneath the eye. Okay, so now what I've actually come back in with is just a liner that I use, and usually I don't have any of the Charlotte Tilbury liners, so I'm just going to use a black gel liner just to line my eyes. So just a normal liner. The other products that I just remembered that I actually have of hers, that I do have a little bit more than I thought. I also picked up several of her, they're called CHAMELEON, and I guess they're their eyeshadow or liner sticks. Some of them are customized for different eye colors. I have hazel eyes, as you know, so I picked up the Golden Quartz that says for hazel eyes, but sometimes my eyes look green. So I picked up Amethyst Aphrodisiac for that. But I did love the Amber Haze color that says it's for brown eyes, but the one I have used the most because of a recommendation on YouTube is the Bronzed Garnet. And I have actually, I'll show y'all, that put them all in one. They're all flat. See which one I've used the most? Yes, I have had to sharpen it several times. The Bronzed Garnet. So today, I think what I'll use is what it recommends for the hazel eyes, which is this golden quartz color. Golden quartz. And I've just done a black on top, but I may go over it a little bit with this. Over the black liner and see what we get. And then over it here, and then underneath. There. This color is, I'm going to call it kind of an army green color. Not 100% sure what color you want to call that, but it says a golden quartz for hazel eyes. So I do have those 4 pencils. I will use the amethyst one, the purple one, a lot of times underneath my eyes because I really do think it makes my eyes green when I'm singing and stuff. But the one I've loved the most has been that Bronzed Garnet. It says it's for green eyes, but it works really well for mine. Okay, I don't have any of Charlotte's mascaras, so I'll just use my Marc Jacobs primer. And then I'll come back in with my Thrive Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. Okay, mascara done. Now, my next favorite product that I've talked about in several videos recently is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in 2 Medium. By far, as you see, hit pan, favorite product that I'm using of hers, that one and the Magic Vanish. Sometimes I use a puff, sometimes I use a brush. Today, I'm just going to brush. And nice, smooth, wonderful application. I do love that product an awful lot. And then I come back in for cheeks. I always do my blush before my cheeks. Somewhere along the way I learned that if you put powder on before your blush, the blush will move a little bit better when you're applying it. So I love the Charlotte Tilbury FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow. I think everybody's got this. I like to use a Bare Minerals angled face brush for that, and I come into the darker color and I just go in my hollows under my cheekbones. I also do just a little around the hairline. I do have a very high hairline, and then I go under right here. Sometimes if I want to, I'll do down the sides of the nose. I sometimes do that, sometimes don't. Then I switch over and I decide to do a little highlight. I use the highlight color from here. I simply do right on top of the cheekbone, right on top of the cheekbone. I don't use the tip of the nose any longer because I saw somebody with it and it just was shining. Maybe a little there, a little there, and a little there. And that's about all I do. And you see how pretty that is? I could do the bridge of the nose just a little bit to help it. So that's what I use with that one. And we're almost done, except I did just recently, you know, I'm a huge lip sense person. However, I was loving Everybody's Nude Lips, and I wanted to just try some of her Pillow Talk lip cheat pencils and things such as that. So I picked up 2 of them, and I have the Pillow Talk, and then I have a Pillow Talk 2 medium. So I think I'm going to use Pillow Talk 2 medium today. Line my lips with that. I have 2 of her lipsticks. I have Dance Floor Princess, and then I also have the Pillow Talk in 2 medium. So why don't we use the Pillow Talk in 2 medium for my lips today? Oh, that's very pretty. I do like that. I do like that. Now, I might, since this Dance Floor Princess is a little bit lighter, I may just do a little bit on the bottom center for that. Just give it a little bit of glow. There. Okay, wonderful. And guys, that's all I do. Those are my favorite products. Now, oh, let me tell you one quick thing that I did not use today that I have. I do have this Pillow Talk Luxury Palette of Pops. This is this palette that we're supposed to use with our finger. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I want just a little pop, I can put it here and go. Sometimes right on that inside, you see how it did in comparison. So I'll just pop this on this side as well. Will say I don't care for using my finger simply because my nails are usually too long, and because of the way my eye is made, I can't get in there really well. So I really prefer to use products with a brush or an applicator or something, but they do say this works so much better with your finger, and it does. It's just hard for me to do, so I don't use that. So that's another one of the products that I have. So this is the look. This is what I use for Charlotte Tilbury, and if I did a full face of it other than mascara and eyeliner, those are the 2 products that I don't currently have, but it's not bad. I really do love her line. I love most of everything that she does and has, and so I'll link everything below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, click the bell so you can see when I have other videos coming up, because I will be publishing my Amazon favorites soon, so that'll be a good video. I'm having so much fun Amazon shopping right now. My husband wishes I would stop. Thanks again for hanging out with me. My name is Chris Link, and stick around because you know what? We're just getting started.